Hi, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects everyone: saving money. No matter where you are in your financial journey, whether you're just getting started or looking to improve your existing habits, learning how to save effectively is a critical step in building wealth. And the good news is that it doesn't have to be complicated. In this video, we'll cover simple strategies you can use right now to save more, spend smarter, and set yourself up for long-term success. The first step in saving money is understanding where your money is currently going. For many people, a big chunk of their income slips away on small day-to-day purchases that don't feel like much in the moment. Think about how often you grab a coffee on your way to work, order takeout because you're too tired to cook, or sign up for a streaming service you barely use. Over time, these small expenses add up to significant amounts. That's why the first step toward effective saving is to track your spending. Start by keeping a record of everything you spend over the course of a month. This can be as simple as jotting down purchases in a notebook, using a budgeting app, or reviewing your bank statements. The key is to get a clear, honest picture of where your money is going. Once you see the patterns, like how much you're spending on dining out, entertainment, or subscriptions, you can start to identify areas where you might cut back without feeling deprived. For example, let's say you spend $10 a day on coffee and snacks at work. Over a week, that's $50. Over a month, it's $200. Over a year, it's $2,400. Cutting back on just a few small expenses like this can free up hundreds or even thousands of dollars annually. And the best part is, you don't have to give up everything. Maybe you bring coffee from home a few days a week and treat yourself once in a while. The goal isn't to feel restricted, it's to make intentional choices that help you reach your bigger financial goals. In addition to tracking your spending, consider reviewing your regular bills. Subscriptions and memberships often go unnoticed, and it's easy to pay for services you no longer use or need. Canceling a few unused subscriptions can save you $20, $30, or even $50 a month. Over the course of a year, those savings add up, giving you more breathing room in your budget. You should also pay attention to your shopping habits. Impulse purchases are one of the quickest ways to derail your savings plan. To avoid them, try following a simple rule. Before making any non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours. If you still want the item after that time, and it fits within your budget, then go ahead. More often than not, you'll find that the impulse to buy fades, and you'll save yourself money you didn't really need to spend. Another key point to consider is setting a monthly savings target. Even if you don't have a specific goal in mind yet, simply committing to saving a certain percentage of your income each month is a great start. For example, you might aim to save 10% or 15% of your monthly income. Once you see the impact of these savings over a few months, you can gradually increase that percentage. Over time, this habit will help you accumulate a substantial amount of money without feeling like you're making drastic sacrifices. In the next section, we'll explore more practical tips and strategies for increasing your savings. From negotiating your bills to using tools that make saving effortless, we'll show you how to free up even more money. Let's move on to the next chapter and put these ideas into action. Now that you've identified where your money is going, let's focus on strategies you can use to start saving right away. Remember, saving money doesn't mean you have to give up the things you enjoy. It's about finding smart ways to cut costs and make the most of what you have. Here are some practical tips that can help you start saving more money, no matter your income level. One of the simplest and most effective ways to save is by automating your savings. If you wait until the end of the month to see what's left over, chances are you'll find yourself with little or nothing to put away. Instead, treat savings like a bill that must be paid. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a dedicated savings account as soon as you get paid. Even if it's a small amount, $25, $50, or $100 per paycheck, it adds up over time and ensures you're making consistent progress. Another great tip is to negotiate your bills. Many people don't realize that many service providers are willing to lower your rates if you simply ask. This applies to your cable or internet bill, phone plan, insurance premiums, and even gym memberships. A quick phone call can often result in a lower monthly payment, freeing up more money to save. Don't be afraid to shop around and compare prices. Sometimes switching providers or bundling services can save you a significant amount each month. Meal planning is another powerful way to cut costs. Instead of relying on takeout or expensive ready-made meals, take the time to plan your meals for the week. Create a grocery list based on what you already have at home and what's on sale. Cooking at home not only saves money, but it's often healthier and more rewarding. Even if you start with just a few home-cooked meals each week, the savings can be substantial. Let's not forget about subscription services. It's easy to accumulate multiple subscriptions, streaming platforms, monthly box services, premium apps, and lose track of how much you're spending. Take an inventory of your subscriptions and cancel the ones you're not using regularly. If there are services you still enjoy, consider sharing them with a friend or family member to split the cost. If you're looking to increase your income, consider taking on a side hustle or selling unused items around your home. A side hustle doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. It could be something as simple as freelancing, offering services like tutoring or dog walking, or selling handmade crafts online. Even a few extra $100 a month can make a big difference when you're focused on saving. In the next section, we'll discuss how to set achievable financial goals, keep your spending on track, and maintain your savings momentum over the long term. By putting these tips into practice, you'll not only see immediate savings, but you'll also start building the habits that lead to lasting financial security. Let's move on to setting goals and staying consistent. Once you've started saving and found ways to cut expenses, the challenge is to maintain those habits over the long term. Building wealth isn't just about making smart choices once. It's about staying consistent, adjusting as needed, and keeping your goals front and center. In this final chapter, we'll talk about how to stay on track and continue growing your savings over time. The first step is to set clear, achievable financial goals. Without goals, it's easy to lose motivation. Think about what you're saving for. Maybe it's an emergency fund, a vacation, a home down payment, or even early retirement. Write down your goals and assign a timeline to each one. For example, you might decide to save $5,000 for an emergency fund within a year, or put away $15,000 for a car down payment over the next 3 years. Having a specific target helps you measure progress and gives you something to work toward. Once you have your goals, break them down into smaller milestones. If you want to save $5,000 in a year, aim for $416 per month or about $100 per week. This makes the goal feel more attainable and allows you to celebrate small wins along the way. Each time you hit a milestone, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that motivates you to keep going. It's also important to review your progress regularly. Set aside time each month to check in on your finances. Are you meeting your savings goals? Are there any new expenses you need to adjust for? Regular reviews help you stay in control and ensure that you're making steady progress. If you find that you're falling short, look for new ways to cut costs or increase your income. Remember, flexibility is key. Your financial situation may change, and your saving strategy should adapt along with it. Finally, keep the big picture in mind. Saving money isn't about deprivation, it's about creating financial security and freedom. By consistently setting aside money, you're giving yourself the resources to handle emergencies, seize opportunities, and work toward your long-term dreams. It's a gradual process, but each step brings you closer to a more secure and fulfilling future. In summary, saving money doesn't have to be complicated. By understanding your spending, using practical strategies to cut costs, and staying consistent with your goals, you can build wealth on any budget. Thank you for watching. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on personal finance and building wealth. Until next time, take care and stay financially strong.